If I had to turn $100 into $10,000 in 12 months, here is what I would do. And if your first thought is, that is not possible, that is fine. Most people think that. Because most people think this is about finding the perfect stock. It is not. This is not about turning $100 into $10,000 from investing gains. That is closer to gambling. This is about building a $10,000 balance by using a clear target, adding money each week, and using simple investing. The market can go down. Nothing is promised. This is just education. But if you follow a real plan, you do not need luck. You need repeat actions. Also, near the end, I will give you one rule that saves people from a huge mistake. The mistake usually happens when people are close to winning. Now, first, we need one number that makes the whole goal clear. The goal is $10,000. We start with $100. That means we need to add $9,900 in 12 months. 9,900 divided by 12 is $825 each month. And 9,900 divided by 52 is about $190 each week. So this is the goal, $190 each week. That number is the whole video. Because the real question is not what stock will go up. The real question is how do I get $190 each week over and over? Here is the part many people do not like, but it is the truth. In your first year, what matters most is how much money you add, not which stock you pick. If you add $800 a month, you can grow fast, even with simple investing. If you add $50 a month, you can grow slow, even if you pick good stocks. So if you want a real shot at 10,000, you focus on adding money first. Now let's talk about how to get that $190 each week. I like to think in 3 simple paths. You do not need to do all 3. Pick one path first, then add another later if you want. Path 1 is making more money at your main job. That can mean more hours, more shifts, overtime, or applying for a better job. Even small raises matter. If you make $1 extra per hour and you work 40 hours, that is $40 extra each week. That is over $2,000 in 1 year. That alone covers a big part of the 10,000. Path 2 is a simple side skill. Not a big business, not a dream, just a skill people pay for. Examples are simple: editing short videos,
tutoring, helping with basic office tasks, helping people with resumes, doing simple computer tasks for people who struggle with tech, simple design work, basic social media help. The point is not to build a huge brand. The point is to turn time into cash in a steady way. Path 3 is weekend money. This is the fastest path to start. Sell things you already own. Dog walking, helping people move, cleaning, yard work, small jobs close to home. Now I want to make the weekly goal feel real. $190 a week can look like this: 1 extra shift plus 1 small job on a weekend. Or tutoring 2 people for about $50 each and then selling 1 item. Or editing 6 short videos at about $30 each. Or selling 5 items with about $30 to $40 profit each. Or getting a better job and not needing a side job at all. The point is this: there are many ways to reach the same number. Now here is a simple way to move fast without burning out. Do a 30-day push. For 30 days, you do the plan with real effort. Not forever, just 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you will know what works for you. Because most people waste months doing things that feel useful but do not pay. And here is the trap. People spend too much time learning about investing and not enough time earning. They watch videos. They make long lists of stocks. They learn chart stuff. They feel busy, but they do not bring in more money. Learning is good, but it does not hit the goal by itself. The goal is $190 a week. So the order is simple. First, earn more. Then, keep more. Then, invest simply. Now let's talk about keeping the money, because this is where a lot of people fail. Most people do not fail because they are dumb. They fail because they do not have a system. They try to be good every day. They try to use willpower. But willpower runs out. People get tired. People get stressed. Life gets busy.
So the plan needs to work even when you do not feel like it. Here is what I would do. When you get paid, the money should move on its own. You want 3 buckets. 1 bucket for bills, 1 bucket for everyday life, like food and fun, and 1 bucket for the $10,000 goal. Then you set an automatic move into the goal bucket within 1 day after payday. That timing matters. If money sits in your main account, it disappears through small spending. Small spending is how big goals die. And here is another simple tip. Make spending harder. Remove your card from shopping apps. Unfollow pages that make you want to buy things. Avoid buy now, pay later. And use a simple rule like, if I did not plan it, I wait. This is not about being perfect. It is about making your plan easy and making bad choices harder. Now we get to the part most people care about. Where does the money go? This is where people usually mess up. They start with a small amount and try to trade their way to $10,000 fast. That is not a plan. That is a bet. A good plan does not need one big win. A good plan survives boring months. A good plan protects you from big losses. So here is what I would do, and this is the exact split I promised. If your income is steady, I would do this. 70% goes to investing. 30% stays in cash. If your income is not steady or you have no savings, I would start with this. 50% investing, 50% cash. Then, once you have at least 1 month of basic bills saved, you can move towards 70 and 30. Keeping some cash helps a lot. Cash helps you stay calm. Cash helps you avoid debt. Cash helps you avoid selling at a bad time. Now, for investing, keep it simple. For most people, the easiest way is a wide, low-cost investment that holds many companies. The goal is simple. Spread out risk, keep costs low, keep it boring. You do not need to be a genius. You need to be steady. If you want to pick a few single stocks, that is fine, but do not make it the main plan, because the main plan is adding money each week. Now let's cover safety rules, because these rules stop people from blowing everything up. Rule 1. Do not use borrowed money. Borrowed money can destroy your progress fast. Rule 2. Do not use options to try to get rich quick. Most new people lose money doing that. Rule 3. Do not put all your money into one stock. One bad event can crush you. Rule 4. If you want to trade, only trade with a very small amount you can fully lose, not the money for the goal, because the fastest way to fail is turning a 12-month goal into a 1-day mistake. Now we need one more piece that keeps people from quitting. Tracking. Most people quit because they feel like nothing is happening. So once a month, for 10 minutes, you track 5 things. Your starting balance, how much you added that month, how much is invested, how much cash you have, and one short note about what worked and what did not. That is it. If you keep adding money, you are winning, even if the market is down. Now, the rule I promised at the start. This is the rule that saves people from the biggest mistake. The 48-hour rule. Anytime you feel like making a big move, you wait 2 days. Big moves include selling everything because you feel scared, going all in because you feel excited, taking a huge trade because you want to win fast, changing your whole plan because of one news story. Most money mistakes happen when emotions are high. Waiting 2 days makes you calm again, and that calm can save your whole year. Now, let's recap the full plan in a simple way. The goal is $10,000 in 12 months. The number you need is about $190 each week. You find a way to earn that money, using a main job change, a simple side skill, or weekend work. You move the money automatically right after payday. You invest in a simple way, and you keep some cash. If income is steady, use 70% investing and 30% cash. If income is not steady, start with 50 and 50. You avoid risky shortcuts like borrowed money and get-rich-quick trades. You track once a month, and you use the 48-hour rule to stop emotional mistakes. If you want a very simple first move today, do this. Set up the automatic move into your goal bucket right after payday. Then pick one way to earn extra money and do a 30-day push. That is the plan, not a trick, a system.